G'day guys and welcome back to another video on the Vault Footy channel. In today's video we're going through some of the weirdest and most bizarre moments in footy history. If you do go on to like the video, remember to like and comment down below. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video.
So a bounce 40 metres out. They've got to win clear possession here, the Saints. Fremantle need to block them into space. Opportunity for Freo. They left it behind. That was Headland, and the ball is locked in again. And I think the clock will stop again. Saints wanting a free kick.
Just about all that can happen now is a free kick out of this. That's about the only thing.
Well, how many seconds to go?
What are they appealing for, the Dockers?
The light. Johnson knocked it down. Blake over his shoulder. Fiora across to Baker. Baker lines up and kicks a point. There's going to be a free. No.
The siren's already sounded.
They were saying they heard the siren.
The siren's already sounded, but they did not hear it.
Went,
the umpires have to.
Well, it couldn't have gone because the clock was supposed to have been stopped.
Well, the umpires have to work out now whether one of them heard it on time.
One of them did. He's come up now and he's approached them.
But didn't it go after the whistle for a ball up?
Yeah, with the ball up.
No, well, they were saying it happened
just before the ball up had happened, and because none of the field umpires heard it, they can't actually say that time was over.
Oh, the Who have got nothing on this.
Oh, now this is...
It's a wild climax to what's been a bizarre afternoon.
So, in effect, we have a tie. That last score stands.
Oh, wouldn't you be seething if you're Chris Connolly?
He's going out there, Chris Connolly. He's heading out there to try and work out what's going on. Because, in essence, it's just not right, is it?
No, the siren just... Actually,
well, it depends.
I'm not going to say it. I've told you so, but a couple of times, though, when you hear the siren, I thought, gee, that's
it was
not
hard.
loud.
It was hard to hear.
And in the climactic again...
Now, what are they? They're giving St Kilda a free kick. Was that Baker after he kicked the ball? This is an interesting discussion. Wouldn't it be nice to be a fly on the wall? The siren was so hard to hear all day long. But it depends. The players appeared to hear it after the umpire had blown the whistle to ball it up, so it can't go then.
Well, I tell you what, absolutely mass confusion, as you can see. I saw the clock go down off the TV screen, right? So I'm waiting for the siren. Now, as you said, the siren has been faint all day, so I'm standing on the boundary line. Mass confusion with what is going on at centre-half forward. So Chris Connolly doesn't know, the St Kilda players don't know, and either the Fremantle players.
Did you hear a siren? Did you hear a siren, Mick?
To be perfectly honest, I didn't hear the siren, but I saw the clock go off the screen when it's supposed to have gone off.
Well, the Dockers put their hands up and were appealing that they heard it.
Well, how did he get the point then? In comes Baker, and Baker has kicked another point. Does the previous point stand? We have no idea.
We've got to cancel from... That's the
yes,
cancel.
they cancelled it. Okay.
Now, Chris, hang on 1 second. Just spoke to the umpires. They did not hear the siren, and that free kick was given to Baker after a poor disposal back to Baker. Now, your feelings on today, mate?
Well, the siren had gone, and Byron Shank told the umpire the siren's gone. The umpire on the bench thought Hayden Kennedy had heard the siren. All the players had heard it. It was before the bounce of the ball, and the game was finished.
Now, what do you think of the umpires saying they didn't hear the siren now, mate?
Well, that's the facts of what happened. And, of course, when our players heard the siren go, the game's over. The next thing, it's balled up. So, the AFL will take it into their... will have a good look at it. But the right thing's got to be done.
That may have used Gary Davidson. Yes, we keep an eye on him. Nothing on the interchange bench to come on either too, Jim. Wish Wilson gets the kick in, runs out of bounds. And listen to that crowd. Oh, dear, oh me, Darvish Wilson.
And he's gone, I think.
He's gone. It's frustration. And he's being sent off the ground too. He's being sent off, Jim. He's saying he's not going. No way. And there's Darvish Wilson. Does not want to go. Probably coming off under that guideline with the send-off rule being that an assault upon an umpire, and that he threw the ball at the boundary umpire. I'd say that would be the reason why he is being sent off. So now the Burnie Hawks are down to 17 players only. 2 injured players in Lee Heath and Tom Honor on the sideline. You see there he's still not happy about coming off. And something's gone wrong in the centre of the ground, and I think it might have something to do with the fact that Dale Wish-Wilson did come back onto the ground. So the game is over.
Well, this is interesting. Umpire Smokey Dawson is having a bit of a chat out there. All the umpires are coming up together now. It looks like the game's a forfeit, because it's certainly not the end of the game, but because Wish-Wilson came back onto the ground, it may be a forfeit. It'll be interesting to get the proper ruling on that, Gary Davidson. No doubt Peter Chisner will be able to help us there. History's being made here at KG5 Footy Oval, and that's the man that's had a big part in making that history, Dale Wish-Wilson.
He was ill-advised, or the team was ill-advised to whack him back onto the field. The match is forfeited.
Well, under Rule 16.14, the order off rule 16.14.5, in the event of a player failing or refusing to leave the ground when ordered off, he shall be reported for misconduct and his team shall forfeit the match. And that is about the only clause that I can see under the order off rule whereby Smokey Dawson has raised both arms in the air to signal the end of the game. And I suppose we're very fortunate that we've got somebody as experienced as Gary Dawson.
But it is the first time that it's happened, and it would be very interesting indeed to find out exactly why that occurred. The only thing that we can think of is, of course, the fact that Dale Wish-Wilson came back onto the ground after he was sent off.
And all Werribee here. Rennett's beautiful kick on the left boot. Here's insult to injury. Injury to insult. Goal for Rayburn. Has the siren gone?
No.
I think it has.
No, I think a few people have gotten a bit excited, but I don't think so, Peter.
Oh, the zizzers down up there. Oh, this is nasty. Because the crowd are all on, and I'm not sure that the game is over. I know the players started saluting even before Rayburn had kicked that goal. Well, this is a shambles. The finish of the grand final. And how many times has this been the case at Princes Park that the siren hasn't been heard? But only 26 minutes gone, so it can't have been blown.
This is just disgraceful, this is.
Well, look, unless these spectators get off the ground, the siren definitely hasn't gone.
Police involved. I think Jack Aziz was decked behind play.
These are just appalling scenes here at Princes Park.
Oh.
And look at that. You know, some brave person that's running from behind. Well, I really feel for the VFA, who have worked so hard to ensure that these scenes are no longer prevalent as they were in years gone by.
Well, there were a couple of
Spectators should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, I think the spectators may have thought the siren had gone. There were a couple of players there, Peter, who should not have done what they did. It was idiotic. Behaved like absolute dills. I mean, the real courage is getting the football, not running around shaping up to punch up with blokes. I mean, that's kid stuff.
There's still spectators on the ground and can't hardly restart the game. This is dangerous.
Oh, they cannot start the game. That is idiotic.
There's horses on the ground. Well, Power, don't kick it out on that outer side of the ground. Oh, no. They're going to go right into the throng. I think they've decided to call it off. Werribee, deserved premiers for season 1993. And the Tigers have won their first ever premiership in the VFA.
Beaumont has picked him up. It looks like Danny Jacobs is running with Koutafidis.
I think there's a problem with the siren. The timekeepers or the officials here from the MCG were talking to the umpires who passed the ball over, but there may be a problem with the siren. There's certainly something going on out there. There you go, Mark Johnson. They ring the bell. Ring it, boys. Well, we're waiting. I can't remember this ever happening before.
Well, this is very amusing. No one knows what is going on. The umpires are all walking around looking at each other. Someone's gone up Oh, here we go, and the crowd's now starting a Mexican wave because they're all very bored as well. And there goes the bell, so they're going to start with the bell.
Where did the bell come from?
The bell. Oh, get the cow off the ground.
Oh, dear.
Amazing.
There's the bell! Oh, we've seen it all now. We have seen it all.
And we were here.
Oh, we were here. They can get a man on the moon. And now they can blow the bell at the MCG.
Boy, couldn't get any worse for the Blues.
And there's a siren.
At half-time and hasn't been cited much since then.
Good psychological move by Coach Noel Teasdale there in picking that precise minute to bring Bills on the ground, because he got a tremendous ovation.
20 men on the ground, I think. There's going to be a count.
Oh, my heavens.
Bob
Yes, there is. Bob Loveday walked across to
19, I should say, not 20, and this will be good.
Well, West Adelaide could face the position here of having West Torrens score annulled, and what a sensation this is going to be, and there's no doubt in my mind as to what the correct decision would be, because Tassin was definitely on the ground. He's just being carried off now, and the boundary umpires are rounding all the players up as a couple of them went to head towards the bench.
There's Johnny Casson, there's Noel Teasdale, and Noel Teasdale is evidently not aware, and there he is. He's telling a player to go off the ground.
But there's a player coming off the ground. Look, and the West Adelaide players trying to push him back on. There will be trouble if they don't hurry up and do something about it. They've got it. There's the players running off the ground all over the place.
And they're trying to get down into the race. There's no
Hello, Benny Dare's just had a throw. And they'd want to get the police down there fairly quickly, because these scenes are not very pleasant. And there's Noel Teasdale. Noel Teasdale instructing his players what to do. And there was a spectator or an official struck in the race by a West Adelaide player.
In the meantime, what's happened? Because he doesn't look as though he's going to conduct a count.
I think he's given it up.
Well, what's happened? Because he was asked to. There was no doubt about that.
And in actual fact, that might be the smartest thing to do as far as saving...
Well, there's no count, and I tell you what, Loveday is still arguing with the umpire and saying that there was player on the ground by 19 players. What can I do? Since the hand action of umpire Bennett, he's going to bounce the ball and go on with the game.
And there's 3 policemen with the officials. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was a civil charge made after this. Kicked away there by Hewitt.